Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. So I'm a little late on this one. I did say I was going to try and have it out, but I've just been busy with other things and other videos that I've wanted to get out. But I finally got around to doing this, and that is, of course, the result, well, actually not the results, the opening of the vote for part 2 of the idea competition. So we're down to 3 people, and essentially what I want you guys to do today is I'm going to go through all 3 of the mini events that have been done, and obviously the theme for this one was an occupation, and I want you to just sort of, analyze every single event, make sure to watch the whole video and look at each event, and then I want you to vote on which one you think is the best out of the 3. And please do judge it not only on the content that it adds, but also on the quest line and the animation and tasks. Don't just go for the spectacle, because sometimes people add like cool things that would be so awesome to get, but like if it doesn't tie together very nicely, it's not great. So obviously my theme today, and keep this in mind too, was occupation. So whichever one do you think kind of fits the occupation chosen the best. So this one is based on Treehouse of Horror X V segment, and obviously 4 beheadings and a funeral, and the occupation that this particular person said that this was police. So let's get into it. 4 bow ties and a murder. So the returning store is Ebenezer Burns. You've got groundskeeper Seamus with the Springfield Notre Dame. You got the medieval evil house, whatever it's called, the gallows, and Abraham Lincoln. So bear in mind, you got to judge the box too. Moving forward, a cold London night in 1890. The streets are empty, the stores are closed, and the alleys are dark. A woman wandering down the opium district suddenly gets stopped by a man standing in the shadows. She realizes that it's the bow tie killer and tries to run away, but he leaps in front of her and stabs her. He then proceeds to walk away with the knife still in her chest. So this will unlock the 4 bow ties and a murderer mini event, and the currency is swords of Osiris, whatever that is. Daggers, I'm going to call it. So the super premium is Simon Stulwitz with a stack of 132 donuts. Very cool little character. In the store, you got Eliza Simpson with Scotland Yard for 150 donuts. Scotland Yard has been added. I suppose they could do like a sort of an 1800 Scotland Yard though. I think that's possible. Part 1, Eliza arrives on the scene, shocked that the bowtie killer has struck again. Inspector Wiggum confronts Eliza and they start talking about the case. Dr. Bartley rushes to the scene. Eddie and Lou come up to them and tell them that there have been some new evidence found. A footprint in the blood with the letters DB engraved in it and a knife. Dr. Bartley says that it's probably nothing and they should just forget about it. So you make Eliza Simpson be suspicious, make Wiggum investigate, and this will unlock the police force as a crowd. Okay, so you get, I suppose, this Eddie, Lou, and Wiggum basically as a crowd. But obviously they're 1800 versions. Inspector Wiggum and Eliza make a bet on who can solve the case first. They head into the separate districts. Eliza makes her way to the Emporium of Exotia, whatever it's called, where the weapon most likely was bought. Dr. Bartley says that he'll meet her there because he must use the bathroom. Upon arrival, the owner is laying dead on the floor with Paul Flart standing beside him. Dr. Bartley arrives and they arrest Paul Flart. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Paul Flart must be included in the quest line. So yeah, got to make sure I'm pulling that as well. So yeah, you got the Emporium here. Very cool. The Paul Flart tries to explain that he isn't the bowtie killer and that it was a shorter man. Nobody believes him and he is sent to the gallows. At the town square, Paul Flart is ready to be hung, but suddenly a woman comes running out of the building screaming that her friend was stabbed by the bowtie killer. Eliza looks around and Dr. Bartley was nowhere to be seen. They eventually let Paul Flart go. Friend was stabbed by the bowtie killer. Eliza looks... Oh, sorry, I already read that. So you make Eliza put 2 and 2 together and make Wiggum taunt Eliza, and this will unlock the bowtie killer's gallows, which is here. Very nice. At the Scotland Yard, Inspector Wiggum is taunting Eliza that she caught the wrong man. Eliza ignores him. and she realizes that the evidence is all there. The bowtie killer is Dr. Bartley. She rushes over to the only place he can be, Mao's. The den is full, but she spots Dr. Bartley. They make eye contact and he makes a run for it. She chases after him, though. Through the clouds of smoke, he lures her into a dark room and shuts the door behind her. He has her trapped. He pulls out the final sword of whatever it's called that he has left. So you make Eliza be trapped, and this will unlock Mao's den of inequity, whatever it's called. I can't actually read it. It's too small. Whatever, Mao's. Anyway, moving on, Dr. Bartley explains that he was just jealous of all the fame that Eliza got, so became a killer, a case only she could solve, and then he could kill her and take her fame, framing her as the bowtie killer. While he was talking, Eliza grabbed a pole and smacked him over the head, knocking him unconscious for a bit, giving her enough time to escape. The bowtie killer wakes up and is surrounded by cops. Eddie and Lou put him in the back of the horse wagon to be taken to the gallows. Inspector Wiggum asked Eliza how she figured it out, and she explains that every time a murder had occurred, he was nowhere to be seen. The footprint in the blood with the letters DB engraved stood for Dr. Bartley. So you make Eliza Simpson win the bet, make Wiggum drown his sorrows in beer, and this will unlock Dr. Bartley. Alright, the epilogue is after Dr. Bartley was hanged, or hung. Everything went back to normal for a while until more murders were happening with the same murder weapon each time, the sword of that one. Eliza and Inspector Wiggum couldn't figure out who it was, maybe a friend of Dr. Bartley, or a relative, or just someone who wanted revenge for almost serving the death penalty. Paul Flaw, the end. To be continued. So, the tasks and animations for, first off, we have Simon Stulwitz sing It's a Hard Knock Life at the Brown House. For an animation, Prancer along the streets of America. He runs up the sidewalk, a dustbin spawns, he trips over it, and a raccoon runs out. Oh, God. No more raccoons, please. Dance to Ebenezer Burns. And another animation, Find True Love, a bar counter spawns. Simon sees one of the bar stools, hearts pops above his head, he bows, taking his hat off and putting it back on. Oh, wait for the bar to open at most. For Eliza, we have read Sherlock Holmes books, find clues. She was a magnifying glass for her eyes. Sorry, I probably should actually read it. Eliza walks with a magnifying glass to her eyes as black footsteps appear in front of her. She walks further. Raid the Senor Burns. Oh, that's kind of cool. The Senor Burns. Compete with Inspector Wiggum, a dead body spawns, and Eliza and Wiggum race to get there first. When arriving, they wrestle to get the fingerprints from the body, disappears and reappears further away, then repeat. And investigate Ebenezer Burns at Mao's. And then for Dr. Bartley, we have Shine His Knife. That'll be Bart's Treehouse. An animation of plan out his next attack. So his table and pinboard spawn. Pictures are pinned to a board of red string connecting to each other. Dr. Bartley writes on a picture on the table and then pins it to the board and connects it with red rope. Repeat. Kill at Senor Burns. Scout victims at wall spawns. Dr. Bartley hides behind it in the shadows while pedestrians walk by, and then get hang at the bowtie killer's gallows. So that is it. So that's the first one. Let's go to the second one. So here is the second one. This is also a police event, but it's a very different type of police. I suppose that one was kind of like your 1800s police. This one is your modern day police, and also not English. So we've got Returning Store. This box is a little big. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a combo here, but I think I'm going to be fair and say at least they got the 5 items, so I'm not going to deduct points for this. But we got Laddie, the police boat, and the police tank. I think that's meant to be a combo because they're kind of close to each other. You've got Brenda, you've got Ralph O'Cop, you've got the people catcher, McGriff, and obviously Paul Flot's there too. So start up, the Springfield Police Department is in need of officers ever since Homan blew up the town. Eddie, Lou, and Wiggum have been running the whole department, and if we're being honest, Wiggum's not helping. So you make Wiggum look for more officers, make Eddie look for more officers, and make Lou look for more officers, and this will start the event. And the event currency is obviously Springfield Police badges. So the super premium is Fitz and Garcia with a stack of donuts. Very cool. And then in the store, we've got Claycy Wiggins with the Jetpack Disposal Center for 150 donuts. Very nice. Part 1. Suddenly Wiggum remembers someone. My old pal, Clancy Wiggins. Is it meant to be Clancy? I was thinking it was Claycy. Clancy Wiggins? Chief, didn't he almost get you fired, says Eddie. Don't fear, Eddie. Sky Police is here. So you make Wiggum sing Sky Police song, make Eddie and Lou try to get Wiggum back, make Springfielders collect police badges, and unlock the Sky Master X5000 jetpack, which you can see right here. Very nice. It took a while, but Eddie and Lou got Wiggum down, but they still need an officer. Hey, Chief, what about that dog, Laddie, says Lou. Didn't he take over the town, says Eddie. Oh, right, yeah. Well, what about Bobo? He's better than nothing, I guess, says Lou. So you make Laddie try to take over the town again, make Lou and Eddie look for Bobo, make Springfielders collect police badges, and this will unlock Bobo the police dog as an NPC. As you can see here, very nice. Part 3, well, now that we have an officer, we need to train them, says Wiggum. Make Eddie clean up the bullets, make Wiggum find more people to recruit, make Springfielders collect badges, and this will unlock the shooting range, which you can see right here. Now, is this a building or a decoration? Don't think it's there. Okay, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. It could be either. Wiggum finally found an officer to help. Paul Flart. He may be a mall cop, but he's better than no dog. So you make Paul Flart train, make Lou question Wiggum's decisions, make Eddie make sure Paul Flart doesn't shoot himself, and make Springfielders collect badges. This will unlock the Junktown Legal Clinic, which you can see right there. And then Lou decides Paul Flart isn't enough. What about Marge Simpson? She busted that fake jeans unit a while back, and she's the only one who tours Junkietown. So you make Marge tour Junkietown, make officers patrol Springfield, and you make Springfielders collect badges, and this will unlock Officer Marge. Very cool, I assume as a costume. Optional, the epilogue. Springfield finally has enough officers to keep Springfield safe. Well, sort of. At least Fitz and Garcia can help out on nap duty. Make Fitz and Garcia go on nap duty, make officers patrol Springfield, make officers Marge patrol Springfield, and make Clancy Wiggins take his jetpack back. So, we got our tasks and animations. So for Marge, we have play with McGriff Puppet as an animation. She plays with McGriff Puppet, talking to NPC kids. Train at the shooting range. Bust crimes in Junktown. Patrol Springfield. This is an animation. She patrols Springfield, pulling out a gun every 3 seconds when an NPC passes by. NPC acts scared and Marge apologizes and keeps walking. Bust a counterfeit gene operation. For Clancy Wiggins, we've got stop jetpacks from setting buildings on fire. Rise Sky Master X5000 jetpack, that'll be an animation. Order soldiers, that'll be an animation. Stop Sky Police with Wiggum. Wiggum rides a jetpack around town while Wiggins chases him. Oh, 3 animations. And recover old jetpacks. Very nice. And then for Garcia and Fitz, we've got talk to other officers for 4 hours, for 60 minutes, train for 4 hours, sleep in as an animation. I'm assuming it's this one here. Chase perps, an animation, chases criminals around town, and attend a meeting. Alright, that's the police event there. So, we got one more, and then we can get on to voting. We've had 2 cop events, and now we've got an Ice Cream Man event. I swear there was like those 2 prize tracks that were the same, and now we've had 2 mini events that are the same. I swear it's not been intentional. This person has given us a Ice Cream Man event, so let's take a look. So, the summer is setting record heat-wise, so you make Homer, Lisa, Milhouse, Bart all look for ways to cool off, 6 seconds, and then event currency is ice cream cones. Very nice. Mystery box is Ice Cream Man Homer. I've actually written it down. So, Ice Cream Man Homer with truck. Hagen Def is an ice cream shop, which is this one here. Oh yeah. 50 years of ice cream bunker, which is here. And Phineas and Q ice cream parlor. Ice cream parlor here, and the gelato cart, which is there. Very nice. Super Premium is an imaginary ice cream man with a tray of donuts. In the store, we have the Phineas and Q, or the PBQ Phineas Q Butterfats, with the first. PBQ cashier. So the Phineas Q Butterfats cashier with the first Phineas Q Butterfats establishment for 150 donuts. Obviously, we already have one, but we never got the little head. To be fair, it's kind of cool. The summer heat is killer, and Homer is relaxing in his kiddie pool when the ghost of Max appears. To properly rest in the afterlife, he needs Homer to fulfill his dream of a record-breaking selling season. And the summer is the perfect time to make Homer look for supplies, make kids sweat in summer heat, and collect 150 ice cream cones, unlocking prize 1, which is the Dairy Girl ice creams. Ice cream. Dairy Girl's ice cream, which is a building. With the ice cream in hand, Homer needs multiple distributors to maximize profits, make Homer car shop for 4 hours, make Cliff sell old trucks for 4 hours, collect ice creams, 150 ice cream cones, and you will unlock prize 2. Prize 2 is a truck/cart bundle. So you have the little car that obviously was in the mystery box as well. You have a ice cream truck here and the Native American ice cream truck there too. Homer's pulling in major money due to the heat, but he has competition. The pool mobile's in town. So you make Homer look for a solution to remove the competition. For 8 hours, collect 150 ice cream cones, and this will unlock prize 3, which is the pool mobile. As you can see here, is a decoration. Bribing Paul Flop with free ice cream. Paul Flop shuts the pool mobile down with a ban on pool mobiles within the same town as beaches. So make Paul enjoy ice cream. Make Homer expand the ice cream empire for 4 hours, collect 150 ice cream cones, and this will unlock prize 4, which is the PQB's modern location. What a very I didn't realise that this was in the show. It looks so boring. How do you go from that looks cool to that? No hit on the event, obviously. With the supplies, multiple trucks, the competition's gone, and a new PBQ location. Homer is close to the breaking profit record and setting Max's spirit free. So you make Homer sell ice cream for 4 hours, collect 200 ice cream cones, and you will unlock prize 5, which is Ghost Max. Assume as a character. So for Ghost Max, here's the tasks and animations. We have bleach ice cream stains, serve heavenly ice cream as an animation, visit his old truck, recall memories, count change as an animation. For the cashier, we have chain smoke. We have, I assume one of these will be animated, but we don't know. Serve free B-Day ice cream, work a shift, eat the free sample. That one's an animation. And search for a new job. For the imaginary ice cream cone, we have Sort Sprinkle Collection for 60 minutes. Dance with Homer as an animation, I assume with Homer. Train lollipop background dancers for 8 hours. For 12 hours, melt, and then cool off in the freezer for 24 hours. So yeah, there is our ice cream event. Yeah, I was really hoping someone would kind of go, I think this is the most out there one, but I was really hoping someone would like go for like something insane, like a really obscure, like really obscure sort of occupation. But whatever. Yeah, very cool. So there is, let's go over to the little vote form and I can talk you through that. So here is the little voting form. Obviously the link to this is in the description. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach. Instead of just having a best, I also want to have a worst. So which event is best? Obviously I couldn't be bothered writing something too complicated. This time we'll be voting on round 2 of the comp. I couldn't even be bothered to write competition. So yeah, which one is the best event? So obviously you have 4 bow ties and a murder, which is the Eliza/Dr. Bartley one. The Springfield Police event, which was the one with the jetpacks. And you have the Ice Cream Man event, which hopefully you don't have to distinguish. So pick whichever one you think is the best, but then also pick which one you think is the worst. Now, I don't mean, obviously it doesn't mean it's bad. You know, if you think all of them are pretty good, that's fine. Just which one do you like the least, I suppose. Now, the reason why I want to do this is basically how I'm going to do it is I'm going to subtract the bad votes an event gets from the good votes, and then that will kind of give us our overall score. So that way, I think it kind of makes it a little bit fairer, because if you really did test one event, but you really love another, you know, you get to knock that second event down a few pegs. So yeah, we'll down 1 peg. So I don't know, we'll see how this one works. I think it's an interesting way to do it. So yeah, so make sure to go vote down below, and obviously in a week's time, 1 week, I will be releasing the results, and I'll tell you, I will be releasing the results to the people who obviously won, but I can tell you which which one win, I suppose. I don't know. I didn't tell you which one from the other one. I think I like to keep it anonymous, right? I think I actually, tell you what, I'll do that at the end. Right at the end, I'll be like, so this person created this, and this event. Yeah, I want to keep it anonymous. So I won't tell you which one won, but obviously the people who entered will know. And instead, I'll just tell you what's in store for round 3, okay? The final round. Obviously, one person is going to be knocked out, so get voting. Make sure you watched all the other parts, and yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.